Let's start it very, very simple. So forget about all the names that we know. The only thing right now is you are sitting over there, I am sitting over here, you have your body, I have my body. You had a past, I had a past. You're gonna walk into the future, I'm gonna walk into the future. Nevertheless, the future in regards to our bodies is limited. We have an expected lifetime of this body. So the bottom line is your lifetime is limited, my lifetime is limited. As far as I am concerned, I want to try, as long as I still have the capability to do something with this body right now on this earth, I want to try and do the best from it. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to waste the energies, meaning where I spend my thoughts in, on what I spend my physical energy in. I don't want to do something without purpose, unpurposeful. Now, in order that I can really start and decide for myself, what do I really want to do in this lifetime? And how should I invest my energies accordingly? First of all, I need to have something that I called in the TEDx talk, clarity. That helps very, very much. That you are looking at your life, you see very clearly, where am I standing? Where do I want to go? And exactly based on this analysis, so you know where you're standing and you have a goal where you want to go. Now you can make up your plans. But if you are starting right from the beginning with wrong assumptions about where am I standing right now actually in this lifetime, meaning you think you're standing somewhere, but you're not. You're living in an illusion about where you are standing. Your starting point already is wrong. So that means if you look at yourself with an illusion, it doesn't matter which goal you are putting to yourself right now, because it's going to become very, very difficult to really understand and see the path where you now need to move. Because the next steps, they might be just wrong, because your starting point already is wrong. This is why I talk about these words like clarity. Know who you are. Know where you are standing. Observe first, because to rush into things full of emotions, there are different ways of expressing it, but at the end, it's the main idea. The mind must be clear. You yourself should be free from any emotional ups and downs, no turbulence inside of you. You should not be in a very, very happy state or exuberant state. At the same time, you should not be in a sad state or depressive state while you are making the observation. Because observation, observing yourself only means you just look at yourself. You don't judge yourself. You look at yourself and you say, okay, in the last few days, I felt quite weak. Well, weak is not good and weak is not bad. At the moment, it's just observation. I felt quite weak. In the last few days, I didn't have a lot of physical activity. In the last few days, I realized that yes, a lot of my thoughts, they were in regards to problems that I'm going to face in the future. So first you're observing. And until now, there's no judgment at all. It's just about you see how it is. We're not imagining anything. You just see how it is. You say to yourself, this is the way how it is at the moment. And now you open the mind and you look into the future. You look into your future. How do you want to create your future? Let's take the close future, just a few months from now on. On the one side now, you have the vision about yourself. And on the other side, you have the standing point where you really are. And now it's up to you that you are skillful enough in order to step by step build your strategy from where you are until where you want to go. But important, step by step, and also based on the skills that you really have. You cannot make use of skills that you don't possess. And then it's very simple. When you now say, okay, I know where I want to go, I know where I'm standing, and I even start to see what would be necessary to have in order to climb those steps. Now it's up to you to invest your energies and get those skills. Now I was talking in a quite big perspective in regards to life. But if you break this complete idea down, then it is like, I'm a weak person in the beginning. I want to become a skillful fighter. I want to be able to defend myself. I want to become skillful in the martial arts. It's exactly the same. You see where you're standing, you have a vision of where you want to go, and in between is the path. In between is the action. In between is the effort that you need to now start to invest to move up that ladder. And this is why the martial arts is such a good instrument. Because in the martial arts, it's all about skills. It doesn't matter how much you talk. At the end, it's about skill. You need to show, you need to express. There are ways to express the skill level that you have. And in this world right now, when we talk about skill, the nice part about this is there's only one way how you get skill. And what we relate to Kung Fu or Kung Fu, actually it means skill, attaining a skill through effort. You need to invest effort in order to attain a skill. It doesn't matter how rich you are. You cannot buy Kung Fu. You cannot buy this type of skill. The only way is you invest effort to attain a skill. And that is the way. And if you want to have them, there is only one way. You stay determined, you stay committed, you learn to be disciplined, you lock your mind on your goal, either if you're in the mood to do the training or not in the mood to do training. You put yourself a goal and now you're gonna go. Along this way of developing that skill, you also discover what are the ingredients about myself that actually make it easy for me to start attaining a skill. And now suddenly you are entering into different aspects. For example, when we talk about Shaolin culture, Shaolin ethics, the Shaolin precepts, the Shaolin way of thinking, the Shaolin virtues. You need to have patience. You need to have endurance. You need to practice yourself in perseverance, discipline, loyalty, faith, trust. So there are so many different aspects that now suddenly start to make sense. The overall development through which a person now is going, it's helpful in so many different aspects that the normal human in the 21st century right now is exposed to. And it has nothing to do with the martial arts. But what you can learn from the martial art training, this can become so beneficial on a daily basis. This is what we would like to continue sharing with the world. It's not about the martial arts. It's about the development through which you as a human are going through if you want to become skillful. And what are you going to do with all the skills that you possess? You do the best of the lifetime that you have remaining in this cycle. That's what you do. That's it. Yeah. There is no religion needed for this. This is not about philosophy. The clear goal is, I don't want to waste my lifetime right now. That's it. This is what I want. And now I need to find a way how to make this real. I think in order to make it real, you need to make it intelligently. You need to start attaining some skills that help you. You need to learn to stay calm, and then you start to create. That's it. That's the vision.